What if you're moving to Salem, Oregon, but you've never visited and you're not familiar with the city? How are you supposed to know where to buy a house? Well, in this video, I want to help you answer that exact question by taking you on a deep dive of the Sunnyslope neighborhood. You are either going to love it or you're going to hate it, but either way, you are about to be one the wiser. We are going to pull up a map and talk about house styles, price points, main roads, amenities, but I'm also going to be showing you first-person footage from these exact areas. Stick around until the end because I'm going to be sharing with you the top reasons why my YouTube clients are deciding to move into the Sunnyslope neighborhood. If we haven't met yet, I'm Clarity Odd, a local real estate agent who relocated to Salem, Oregon, just like you. Now I make videos for you, my future clients. My husband and I, we purchased a home in the completely wrong part of Salem when we first moved here, and now my goal is to help you avoid making the same mistakes that we did. If you want me to be a real estate agent here in Salem, all you need to do is book a one-on-one consultation with me. Now, you can find a link to get on my calendar and book that consultation in the description down below. We are talking all about the popular neighborhood of Sunnyslope. As you can see here on the map, the Sunnyslope area is a fair distance from downtown Salem, and it's one of the neighborhoods in town that connects more to the rural landscapes of the Willamette Valley and the city of Salem itself. Because this neighborhood connects the city of Salem to some of the more kind of countryside and rural parts of Salem, this is going to be a really great neighborhood to look in if you're somebody who wants a little bit more privacy, some country life, or just having really easy access to the Willamette Valley and nature, and you don't want to be super close to downtown Salem. The main type of house and architectural style that you're going to find in the Sunnyslope neighborhood is predominantly going to be cozy L-shaped ranches that were constructed around the 1950s onward. Most of the houses here are going to have attached garages, and they're going to have some smaller yards when we compare them to other neighborhoods around Salem. The homes in Sunnyslope are going to be a little bit more simple, and they just don't have as much kind of exterior details that we find in some other areas of town. But you are going to see that there are some contemporary homes in the neighborhoods that were built in the 2000s. So if you're not jiving on those 1950s ranch style homes, fret not, there are other options available to you. This area of town also has new construction developments taking place, which is great because if your primary focus is finding a new construction home in the southern part of Salem, you are going to have a good chance of finding one in the Sunnyslope area. This is one of the neighborhoods in Salem that seems to have new construction happening with a lot of frequency. If you are interested in those new construction homes that are going up in this area, you can expect to pay upwards of $600,000. If you're wanting a single-story ranch-style home that was constructed around the 1950s onward, you can expect to pay upwards of $400,000 for those ranch-style homes. As you drive through the Sunnyslope neighborhood, you're going to see that on the southwestern boundary lines of the Sunnyslope neighborhood, there are a lot of lots that are for sale, and those are probably going to be sold off. And my guess is that there are going to be more new construction homes going up in this area soon. This is just a guess, but currently that is exactly what's happening with some of these lots that were sold a few years ago. We are seeing new construction pop up time and time again in this area of town. So it really is a hot spot for new construction in South Salem. The main roads that are going to be important to you if you decide to purchase in this neighborhood are going to be Skyline and Liberty Street. Both of these are going to take you north and south, and then the important east to west roads that you're going to be depending on is going to be Kubler. Kubler is going to be the street that takes you to places like Costco and Interstate 5, and it's also going to cut directly through the Sunnyslope neighborhood. So no matter where you purchase a house in the Sunnyslope neighborhood, chances are you are going to be finding yourself on Kubler quite often to get in and out of your neighborhood. If you are traveling north or south, you are going to be depending on Skyline or Liberty Street. As you can see here, Liberty Street forks off into Skyline, so it just depends on which section of Sunnyslope you're going to be purchasing a house in, but these two streets are going to be used heavily by you if you live in this area. Both Skyline and Liberty Streets are going to get you into downtown Salem, but you're also going to find some of your grocery shopping can be done in this neighborhood right off of Liberty Street. And I think the best place to go in this area is the Sunnyslope Shopping Center, which has a Roth's Market, which is a local grocery store chain. And then you're just gonna have, fast food and nail salons, hair salons, other things scattered throughout this area. Beyond Skyline and Liberty, you're not gonna have a lot of restaurants and grocery stores available to you on a lot of these other streets. This is especially true because Liberty and Skyline, they're not like Commercial Street, which is a huge thoroughfare that has a lot of retail and grocery shopping on it. Liberty and Skyline are mostly for commuting and getting in and out of the neighborhood. So for this reason, you are probably still going to find yourself on Commercial Street to get a lot of your grocery store needs met or your retail needs met. And if you like Trader Joe's like me, well, you are going to find that on Commercial Street, and you're also going to find like every other kind of shop that you can imagine. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, like, Clarity, do you expect me to remember all of this information? And the answer is no. I expect you to remember like 1%. And the 1% that I want you to remember is that when you have decided you are purchasing a home and relocating to Salem, book your one-on-one consultation with me so that I can help guide you towards the right neighborhood and section of town that could probably fit with your needs most. You can get on my calendar by clicking on the link in the description below to schedule that one-on-one consultation. All right, the next street we're going to be talking about is Kubler. Now, Kubler is going to be the one that connects you to Interstate 5. But you are probably also going to use Kubler to make your way to Commercial Street or to go a bit further and connect with Costco, which is just about 10 to 12 minutes away from the Sunnyslope neighborhood. Overall, the Sunnyslope neighborhood is pretty conveniently located in regards to having like a lot of amenities close and within drivable distance. But I do feel like overall, the Sunnyslope neighborhood, the primary emphasis is on residential homes rather than having a mixed-use area with a lot of grocery stores or retail shopping centers around you. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, it just means that you need to be mindful that you are probably going to be driving a bit more outside of the Sunnyslope neighborhood to get your retail, grocery, or restaurant needs met. If you are somebody who's going to be depending on the I-5 corridor and you're going to be commuting on to I-5 with high frequency, do be mindful that because of the way that the Sunnyslope neighborhood is positioned, you do have to meander your way through residential streets to then connect to the main streets, which will then connect you onto Interstate 5. So technically, as we can see here on the map, Sunnyslope and Interstate 5, it's not like they're very far apart as the crow flies, but because you have to meander your way out of the neighborhoods, it can be a little bit cumbersome to jump onto the Interstate 5 quickly, and this usually just tallies up to a 12 to 15 minute commute, which will increase if there's traffic. To make your way into downtown, depending on where exactly you're located in the Sunnyslope neighborhood, it could take you anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. And as you can see here, when you get into the southern part of Sunnyslope, where you're depending on that Skyline Road to get into your neighborhood, you are going to be on the outskirts of the Sunnyslope neighborhood. So you should expect that it's going to take you closer to 20 minutes, if not more, to get into downtown Salem. If you are finding value in this video, give it a thumbs up and comment down below. This really helps my video reach others who are thinking about relocating to Salem too. The Sunnyslope neighborhood has great access to some wonderful parks like the Sunnyslope City Park, which is a mouthful, but it's also located just right here. But you're also going to have access to the Croissant Creek Trail, which is a lesser known trail that I probably shouldn't even tell you about because it is so dang secret. It cuts through the Croissant Creek area, and it also actually goes behind some of the cool houses in this area, and it's just a trail that you're not just gonna stumble upon it. You really have to know where to look. In this area of town, you're also gonna have access to the Joryville Park, which is actually not a part of Sunnyslope neighborhood. It's located just south right here, but it's just a short drive away for you outside of the Sunnyslope neighborhood. My clients who tend to gravitate towards the Sunnyslope neighborhood, they typically have an emphasis on getting a single-story house, and they like that ranch-style home, and they don't really mind being further away from downtown Salem or the I-5 corridor, and they really kind of like being closer towards the outskirts of Salem. I am finding more and more of my YouTube clients are gravitating towards the Sunnyslope neighborhood for the new construction that's going on there, so that feels like a new development that's taking place. There are some new construction homes in the Sunnyslope area that have primary suites on the main level, which has been a huge hit with my YouTube clients. But these new construction homes, you should be expecting that they are larger and around 2,000-ish square feet for the most part. If you are like, yes, I want new construction, I want single-story new construction, I love that idea, and I want to be on the outskirts of town because I just don't like people, I got you. But I need you to remember that you are probably going to be spending upwards of $600,000 to make all of that happen. But if that feels like something you want to explore further, book your one-on-one consultation with me so that we can chat about it and create a plan for you here in Salem. You can find a link to get on my calendar in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, chances are you're going to want to watch this one next. Bye, friends.